You're now watching Motivation Daily. Let's get tuned in. Hey, what's up? You're rocking with the one and only D-Man, and today we're talking about how to build from scratch. So I'm about to show you guys, or tell you guys how to build from scratch, but through a story. So listen to this. All right, man, growing up, I was a class clown at times, because people would laugh at my name, and I'd be like, oh my God, I gotta find a way to overcome that, and, just be funny, be stubborn. And, I was a smart student, and I came from a good background. My parents took their time to grow and put values inside of us, instill it in me and all that. But I started to mix with the wrong crowd. They weren't bad people, but, they were making the wrong decisions. And I was joining them to do it. And I just wanted to be among at that time. So in the 8th grade, my parents were like, you know what? No more. You're not staying in America. You're going back to Nigeria, because I'm Nigerian, but I was born in America. So my parents sent me to Nigeria for high school. And that was a whole different experience on its own, and I had so much over here. I was born here, all my friends were here, people I knew, and, school, the experience, the lifestyle, everything I had to leave and put behind me to go to a whole new continent, Africa, and a country, Nigeria, and start all over, starting from zero, knowing nobody there, not having any type of friends there, going to a new school with a new system and new regulations and things I'm not used to at all. But I had to do it. I had to build. I had to learn how to reinvent myself and create new things for me and establish myself in a new place. Now that's building from scratch. Starting from nowhere, knowing nobody. So when I got to the school, it was a different experience for me because I wasn't used to the foods like that. I wasn't used to the languages. I wasn't used to the lifestyle. But when I got there, I had to observe. When you want to build something, you have to observe what you're working with. You have to take time to study what's around you. Know the system, know the environment, get to know the people, study them, just watch them. Anytime you go to a new environment, anytime you're trying to start something from the ground up, observe. That's why sometimes when you see people that's trying to build a house, or engineers, structural engineers, or whoever, they go to different places, landscapes, different areas, and they observe them and they watch. And they start thinking, what can we create? What can we put here? What would be a good thing to put here? What can we invest in? And I had to learn. I had to study what was around me, piece information, gather it, and start to put it towards myself to help myself establish and rise. So when I got to that military school, it was a different ballgame. They beat students, and students have the authority to beat you if they're in a higher grade than you. The system over there is kind of different from what it is here. So there's certain things I wasn't used to, but I had to get accustomed to, you understand? So it was different people. People used to call me Americana. Africans have this thing, either call you Oyinbo or Americana or stuff like that. Guy from Yankee, when they know that you're, different and you come from another country to there. You understand what I'm saying? So it was just different. And I had to learn, man. I wasn't used to the lifestyle. I wasn't used to the people, but I had to learn who was for me, the type of people I can mix with, the type of things I wanted to do, how I wanted to represent myself there, what I wanted to stand for, what I was willing to tolerate and what I wasn't willing to tolerate. There they were stealing. They used to call it fapping. They would steal your mattresses because I was in a boarding school. So I came with a bed, a blanket. The second day, or if not the first day I was there, they stole my blanket. I was like, what type of situation is this? I didn't have no blanket or no bed. They stole everything. I was sleeping on the dry bunk, wooden bunk, no bed. Fresh from America, it was different. I was like, what is this? But I took time to learn the system. I had to learn how to wash with my hands. Because over here, we used to have washing machines and we love it. It's so convenient. Just put the quarters in, put your bills in, and the next thing you know, your clothes are washing. Key card, whatever you use, and your clothes are washing. I had to learn how to use my hands. I had to learn how to get used to their systems, how they ate their food, how the cafeteria ran, how the teachers wanted to be addressed. I had to observe and learn. I had to take my time to understand it. And once I understand it, I was able to act. Once I was understanding, I was starting to act upon what I understood. And that helped me along my journey. So that when I first got there, they took my bed, and I ain't had no bed. By the time I learned the system, by the time I left that school, I probably had like 5 or 6 beds I'll be sleeping on, 1 feet up, feeling good. Because I learned how to survive. I learned how to build. I learned who was for me. I learned the type of people I could be around, the type of people of guy with friends, the type of people I could do things with. And what I was willing to do as a person while I was there. I was very quiet, I kept to myself. I took time to understand me. In the process of understanding me, I was able to accumulate information upon what I was surrounded by, and I used that to place certain things into place. By the time I left, I had a lot of friends. Teachers used to come to my house to hang out sometimes and talk. It was deep. I was able to do certain things that I wasn't used to, but I created that and I built it from scratch. New connections, a new environment, new people, a new way of living, a new me, different from what I was doing over here. So when you want to build, you observe, you study, you analyze, you learn whatever you're trying to do, and then you start to do it, start to take over piece by piece. You make adjustments according to what you're surrounded by, and you build on those things. You use what you got to get yourself to a better place. You use what you got to acquire more. So me just being myself acquired different things and learning and understanding. It's a scary process because when you're starting from zero, it's like you have nothing. Patience, taking your time, analyzing, planning, knowing what you want, and going after it accordingly is what's going to help you get those things. But you have to be willing to want it if you really want it. So if you want to build from scratch, take your time. Start to gather your resources. Use what's around you to satisfy your wants and your needs. I'm not sure everything will come together. If you like what I'm talking about, I got more on the way for you. Hey, if you like what I'm doing, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bells to see more content that I drop on a daily basis. Also, if you have any suggestions or advice for me to improve my content or topics to speak about, make sure you email me at ngns1ent@gmail.com. Thanks for your time and continue watching. D-Man!